This video is brought to you by BETUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What up, y'all? JP is here. Today we are reacting to Prime Larry Bird's new video, the best Larry Bird versus arrogant Showboat story ever told. It looked like Chuck Puss's on the thumbnail and stuff, so I'm very excited because they had a hell of a rivalry that's very underrated. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm very excited for it right here. So
a person's making an issue out of this.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Woo! Both of them are trash talkers. Both of them are trash talkers. Chuck Person, man, trash talking. Bud, same way. That's how it was back then. Oh, what a block. Ooh! I love the build-up. I really love the build-up. I love it. I love it.
All of the times where Larry Bird trash talked and dominated an opponent, Chuck Person was one of the few players that stood toe-to-toe with Larry Bird and actually held his own.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, "Shoot the ball, rookie. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it." I said, "Okay, I'll shoot it." Whop, like that, and it went in. And I said, "Don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time." From then on, it's been a battle. Nice security.
Nice.
Person uses that right arm to get Bird out of the way, and then he drains it, and then he talks to Larry.
Okay.
Person for three.
Okay. Hey, Chuck Puss is holding it up. The rifleman. The rifleman. He said, "I'm going bud hunting." Okay, Chuck. Boy, Larry, you gave him that confidence, didn't you?
And when they faced off in the first round of the 1991 playoffs, their underrated rivalry was an intense.
If I'm not mistaken, that's McHale.
Yeah, that was an underrated rivalry. That 91 playoffs,
Physical.
it was awesome.
Hard-fought battle of will.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's back to talking, and so's Larry Bird. Person. And when he talks, he walks.
He backs it up though. Chuck Puss backs it up.
2 games apiece. Larry Bird in the 5th and deciding game gave us one of the most iconic moments in NBA history.
Great
It is one of the, in the Bird lore, it is one of the top 5 incidents that he did that might have been the last great moment.
Marv, the move of the Celtics could be described as...
Shout out to BETUS.
BETUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BETUS, where the game begins.
So, you know, if you go ahead and sign up by clicking the link below the description, you get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits when you sign up to do sports betting. A lot of stuff going on today, like soccer games are going on today, and then you also got like baseball. Definitely sign up. And I'll always be thinking about the odds of the Pacers and the Celtics at that time. You know, so shout out to BETUS. Look at that timeout.
Because Larry Bird started the game off hot, you couldn't tell that he was battling a severe back injury and was in a lot of pain.
Larry Bird at this point in his career is now squeezing to the end. It's a ceaseless struggle.
Even with a bad back, he still was a beast.
Larry Bird did not play the final 7 games of the season as he decided to sit out and see if he could get his back ready for the playoffs. His back was day to day, and no one knew if he would be able to play in the series.
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to feel Thursday or Friday. It's just wait and see. It's a game that we're playing right now, and hopefully I'll be prepared to play every game.
I remember walking in the locker room, and I saw Larry before the game, and I said, "How you feeling?" "I'm okay, I guess." Well, he wasn't okay. Guy could barely put his pants on.
Damn.
He spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had to be in just unbelievable pain.
Yeah. Woo! It doesn't feel like it the way he be like playing. It don't feel like it.
As Larry Celtics to a lead in the first half,
Oof.
while already in excruciating back pain. To make matters even worse, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Larry Bird took one of the nastiest falls of his career.
Oh yeah, Bud Fleming.
Larry Bird was down, and the Celtics lead by 7. 4.5 remaining in this first half.
Boy, that was damn. That was nasty.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom.
Bam!
The place went out of that building because they thought that that was it.
What went through my mind just
Look at the
wasn't anything
fans.
too serious. You know, obviously, it was something wrong with me. Didn't see Larry Bird walks off the court. Something seriously had to be wrong.
Larry Bird's face hit the floor so hard that he knocked himself unconscious for a few seconds.
Damn.
He left the game with a concussion and had a broken bone in his face. And
Damn.
with the Celtics leader out of the game, Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers smelled blood.
Yep. You know the Pacers had to take advantage when Larry Bird is not playing.
The fact that Larry Bird is in the locker room right now is just helping the Indiana Pacers pick up their level of attention. They smell it right now. They know the leader.
They are smelling blood. Oh man. Now Brian Shaw. Chuck Person. Woo! Damn. You could just see the faces.
Was a real force, and there was a lot of back and forth going on.
Trash talking everything. Oh yeah.
And Larry bangs his head on the floor.
I know.
Bang, boom. Has to leave the game. It looks like the ship's going to sink, and we're going to go home in the first round.
Man. Chuck Person love to be developed. I love it. I love it.
And the cameras are on Larry emerging from the locker room on the corridor.
Here he
Larry
comes.
is arriving. The crowd sees him. They go berserk.
Here he comes. Look at that ovation. Oh my God. Look at that. That ovation. I know Reggie Miller said like when he came out, they were like, oh shit.
Stunned to see him there, and that they thought, holy what's going to happen now?
Throughout this timeout, they have been standing and cheering.
That's a good sound.
Made his way from underneath the tunnel from the Boston locker room.
They're like, oh shit.
After taking the fall, and he is back in the ballgame. Reggie Miller shot.
Oh, he making an impact with that pass. Oh my God. That pass.
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly self-motivated as Larry Bird.
You know he wants it in the worst way possible.
Indiana wants to talk it over.
People's pain threshold are different. Some guys will dislocate a finger and go ahead and play with it. Some guys can dislocate a finger and be out 6 weeks. I think it's just something within your body that some guys have a good pain threshold, some don't. But to me, I'm just so glad I got the NBA and made it. I didn't want some little injury messing up my whole season, so I tried to play through it.
Giving it his all.
When Larry returned, the Celtics went from losing by 3 points to winning by 13 points in a matter of minutes.
Damn. And one. Turning back the hands of time.
It's really a mental thing. That Larry's on the court now. Hey, now we got our leader back. We got a big option here we can go to down the stretch during the game, and it's just a big emotional lift when he's on the court too.
does the most of the work on the defensive board. Is always looking down.
Great pass, great. That was a great moment. Like, that was one of the best performances I've seen from him.
And then also, like,
unbelievable.
To the basket, showing them how it could be done.
Through all of the pain and injuries, Larry Bird came back and led this Celtics team to a victory, proving that there's a big difference between being a good player and being the greatest of all time. Because today's players just aren't built like they used to be.
This kind of emotion from Larry Bird. Now, when Larry Bird is answering the challenge put forth to him by Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers, and he's letting it all hang out.
You don't really see a lot of emotion of Larry.
Today's player. When you look at Larry in that game, and Bob Hill says he's coming back and be ready for him, would today's player come back in a game like that? Now with load management, where agents and managers are saying you got to take care of your body and your product, and it's true. You know, I mean, your body is your livelihood.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Jordan playing with 104-degree temperature.
Yeah.
Classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
Larry, we just talked about that game. You know, with
Isaiah Thomas against the Lakers.
Yep, the ankle.
25-point period on a bad leg.
He's got to be hurting and limping. Thomas goes up, and Isaiah Thomas having an incredible period.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm being unfair, but that just isn't there anymore.
Boston 110, Indiana 96. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bird again. Ends up on the floor.
All right, Chuck.
And he was pushed by Person.
All right, Chuck.
Stepping up with the flying screen right in the area that Larry Bird doesn't need in the middle of the back.
Fake. What?
I think 4 or 5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you just, you know, you go that. I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger.
Larry Legend.
I already had a lot of respect for Larry Bird, but the way he played today, you know, it's like the stuff you tell your kids about. And I told him at the end of the game, I never seen anything like that.
Truly amazing, and you know, it's courageous, and all those other things. And he's the leader. He is the leader of the Celtics, and he will be until he retires.
I've known Chuck for a while, and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Great video by Prime Larry Bird. The one thing he just left out was there was another version too about that Larry Bird and Chuck. Like Larry Bird loved Chuck Person, because he's that type of player that when Larry Bird like trash talk you either got to own up and keep coming for him, or you just let it be and you basically can't even, like, you know, you can't build your confidence up, I would say. But and he saw that Chuck was that type that will back it up and also trash talk and bring the best out of you too as well. So they made a bet to, well, if I forgot if what happens if Chuck Person won, what Larry Bird has to do, but if Larry Bird won, Chuck Person has to go mow his lawn, it was so freaking hilarious. So they made a bet for the playoffs in terms of whoever wins, and since Larry Bird won, Chuck Person has to go mow Larry Bird's lawn, which is hilarious. But I don't know if that ever happened though. I don't know if Chuck ever lived up to his word to go mow Larry Bird's lawn, but it was just hilarious just to hear about that bet, and that Larry Bird, you know, is always going to have the last word, is always going to find a way to win. But the respect they have for one another, Chuck Person and Larry Bird, you be looking at the videos that they look like they didn't even like each other. No, they respected each other. They love each other because they bring the best out of each other. So that was a really underrated rivalry, because you always talk about the rivalry with Magic Johnson. You talk about the rivalry with Dr. J. But with this rivalry with Chuck Puss, and this started since Chuck Puss's rookie year, it's very been underrated though, because the Pacers haven't been looked at as like a legitimate threat of a team at that time, and though until they brought in Reggie Miller and they started trying to come up and trying to make the playoffs every year and everything. But that was just an underrated rivalry. I really enjoy that. You just saw a lot of emotion of Larry Bird, in that particular game, just the emotions just coming out and stuff like that, because he don't really show a lot of emotion, but that was great to see though. So definitely comment down below and tell me your thoughts on this video, and definitely let me know what to react to next. If you got any other Larry Bird videos you want me to react to, please let me know. Definitely like this video too as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to It's Just JP for more content. I'm JP. We'll see you next video.